You like it a lot, but you're afraid to take the first step. I wish you could read his mind, you'll think. Today I have brought you these irrefutable signs that will give you that confidence you need to declare to her, or failing that will show you if that woman is interested in you. Who knows? Better find out what I have prepared for you, but it is necessary that you meet several of these requirements to confirm your love, so don't miss any of them. Pay attention to my words and codes. Take a pen and paper if necessary. But first, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so that you are informed when I upload more videos like this. Not bad. Body language says a lot about people, including whether they are attracted to, liked, or in love with someone. A look, a smile, and other gestures and postures reveal that there is interest. When we start feeling butterflies in our stomachs and our day lights up with the simple idea of that special someone, we are experiencing one of the most fascinating human phenomena: falling in love. This whirlwind of emotions is not just child's play, it is an intensely chemical and emotional process. Imagine, our brain becomes a factory of emotions, releasing substances that make us feel everything from nervousness to overwhelming happiness. It's as if our body is preparing for a great adventure, increasing cortisol, the hormone that puts us on alert, while at the same time a decrease in serotonin immerses us in a sea of deep thoughts about that person who steals our sleep. But what are we really looking for in this whirlwind? Beyond the chemistry, there are gestures and signs that betray those hearts captivated by love. For example, men show their interest not only with their eyes, but also with small actions, such as imitating gestures or nervously playing with objects when they are close to the person they are attracted to. These are unmistakable signs of a beating heart that seeks to connect, express admiration, and perhaps leave an indelible mark. As for recognizing a woman in love, the challenge becomes even more intriguing. The woman in love becomes a narrator of her own love story, showing her affection and care in ways that sometimes only the heart can interpret. His gestures, his attention to detail, and the way his presence seems to envelop everything are silent clues to his infatuation. In this complex dance of emotions and signals, it is useful to remember the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca. If you love someone, let him go. If it returns, it is yours. If not, it never was. This quote encapsulates the essence of freedom in love. So how can we know if a woman is in love with us? Well, Stoic friend, let's get started. Sign number 1, longing for knowledge and search for connections. When a woman is in love, her mind is flooded with curiosity about the man who has captivated her heart. He seeks to decipher his essence, his experiences, and his dreams. This thirst for knowledge manifests itself in questions about their lives, their past relationships, their aspirations, and even their family dynamics. Stoicism teaches us to observe carefully and discern calmly. In this case, the woman in love becomes a meticulous observer, analyzing every detail of the answers of the man she is interested in. True knowledge is not based on opinion, but on observation and experience. Musonio Rufus. But beyond simple curiosity, women look for common ground that bring them closer to the man they love. Coincidences in values, experiences, or even culinary tastes generate a sense of deep connection, strengthening the emotional bond. Within the Stoic world in which we find ourselves, we have to keep in mind that the search for connections is a way of building a shared space where both feel comfortable and safe. Stoicism reminds us of the importance of community and human connection, values that are strengthened in a healthy relationship. And watch out for this detail, because the woman in love not only asks, but listens attentively, showing a real interest in the man's answers. His eyes light up with every detail, his words reflecting a genuine desire to understand his inner world. Stoicism invites us to practice active listening, an essential skill for any healthy relationship. Listening carefully not only shows interest, but also allows you to understand the needs and emotions of the other. The woman in love is not only interested in the man's public life, but also wants to know his most intimate side, his fears, his dreams, and his deepest desires. This exploration creates a deep emotional connection and a space of trust where both can be vulnerable. Wise men such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus give great importance to authenticity and transparency. By sharing our most personal side, We allow the other person to really get to know us, strengthening trust and connection. Of course, not all women express their interest verbally. Some are more subtle and prefer to observe the actions of the man they like. Pay attention to their body language, gestures, and facial expressions. If he looks at you carefully and with a shy smile, it's a clear sign that he's interested in you. Sign number 2, longing for proximity and creative excuses. The desire to be close to the loved one is one of the most obvious signs of falling in love. The woman who has feelings for you will look for any excuse to be close, to share time and space with you. This can manifest itself in invitations to events, common activities, or simply looking for your company in everyday moments. What does a Stoic man do? Exactly. Observe and learn to discern between the small details with precision. In this case, the woman in love uses subtleties and strategies to be close to the man she likes without revealing her feelings in an obvious way. The development of a Stoic vision will allow you to capture these signals that at first glance may go unnoticed. We must also take something into account, and that is that a woman who seeks proximity to you is always creative when it comes to finding excuses. You can propose joint activities, ask for help with homework, or simply seek out your company to chat, share a coffee, or even engage in mundane activities. The woman in love genuinely enjoys the company of the man she likes. She smiles when she is close, is attentive to her words, and actively participates in the conversation. Their presence generates a pleasant and relaxed atmosphere where both feel comfortable and happy. Actions speak much more than 1,000 words can. Women are very smart, in fact. A woman's brain works much faster than a man's. That is why we must be attentive to detail and think almost as fast as they do so as not to waste opportunities. Of course, I don't mean that you draw crazy conclusions, looking in every excuse or word for a reason to be with you. Maybe this person likes your friendship and you can confuse him. That's why I told you at the beginning of the video that, to confirm your suspicions, there must be certain criteria. So watch out for the following signs. Stoicism invites us to value the company of the people who enrich us and make us grow. The woman who enjoys your company brings you value, listens to you carefully, and makes you feel good about yourself. Sign number 3, moments alone. The woman in love will seek to create moments alone with you to be able to talk, share confidences, and strengthen the emotional connection. He can invite you out to eat, go to the movies, or just spend time together at home. You will know this sign is easy because the woman seeks to create connections with the man she likes. Share their interests, hobbies, and opinions, looking for common ground that strengthens the relationship. Stoicism reminds us of the importance of intimacy and deep connection in relationships. The woman who seeks moments alone with you wants to build a relationship based on trust, communication, and affection. Healthy relationships are built on connection and mutual understanding. The woman who seeks to create connections with you wants to build a strong and lasting relationship. There is no magic formula to determine if a woman is in love. However, by understanding the psychological cues and applying the wisdom of Stoicism, you'll be able to better interpret her behavior and find out if she has feelings for you. Now, what can you do in that moment alone? Ask them about their interests, hobbies, dreams, and aspirations. Share your own experiences and opinions as well. Be a good listener. Listen carefully and without interruptions. Show interest in what they say by asking relevant questions and comments. Talk about light and fun topics. Share funny anecdotes, jokes, or stories that have happened to you. Laughter is a great way to connect with someone. Important: avoid controversial or heavy topics. It is not advisable to talk about religion, politics, or topics that can generate discussions. You can also start quiz games. This way you will get to know her better, and thus also you, in addition to seeing you as an interesting and entertaining person who will always keep her excited. Share your favorite music with her as well and ask her about hers. Music can be a great way to connect with someone. A great idea is to watch a movie or TV show together, as it's a great way to spend time together and have a conversation starter. Something that also works, and I assure you that it is a plus for that day together, is cooking. Yes, together. Preparing a meal together can be a fun and creative experience. Follow these tips, and thus, you will not only reciprocate their feelings in case they have them, but also strengthen what they already felt. Sign number 4, search for proximity. The woman who has feelings for you will look for a way to be close to you, even in a group setting. They will use subtleties and strategies to create moments alone with you, whether through excuses, invitations, or simply positioning themselves close to you. And not only that, because if she likes you, and not only sees you as a friendship, that woman will seek to interact with you even in the presence of other people. He will talk to you, smile at you, and seek your attention in subtle ways. He may make inside jokes or share confidences with you that he doesn't share with the rest of the group. In this case, the woman who secretly loves you will act cautiously, seeking closeness without revealing her feelings in an obvious way. Developing Stoic vision will allow you to pick up on these subtle cues that might go unnoticed. The woman who seeks intimacy with you in a group wants to strengthen the emotional connection and build a relationship based on trust and affection. The woman who secretly wants you will be attentive to your tastes and interests. He will try to participate in activities that you enjoy, even if they are not to his personal liking, with the aim of making you happy and sharing moments with you. In addition, he will find any excuse to be with you, whether it is to ask you for help with a task, go to the movies together, or simply accompany you on an errand. Its goal is to create moments alone to talk, get to know each other better, and strengthen the connection. And be careful, not everyone will understand you in those hard moments in your life. Only people who are interested in your well-being will notice that something is happening. The woman who secretly loves you will be attentive to your emotions. They'll notice if you're sad, happy, or angry, and they'll look for ways to support you or make you feel better. Their sensitivity and empathy are a clear sign that they care. In fact, Angel Luis Guillen Torregrosa, psychologist, sexologist, couples therapist, and director of Psychopartner, says, "Men and women both adopt a behavior of closeness and physical proximity, of contact such as holding hands or waist, and of understanding with signs of support and acceptance towards the other." Stoicism reminds us of the importance of compassion and care for others. The woman who cares about your emotional well-being demonstrates a deep interest in you as a person, beyond a simple physical attraction. Rule number 5, constant and involuntary looks. The gaze is a powerful tool for nonverbal communication. The eyes can reveal emotions, feelings, and intentions that words can't always express. When a woman is in love, her gaze reflects that emotion involuntarily. The gaze of the woman in love is characterized by its depth, intensity, and brilliance. Her eyes reflect a deep emotional connection and genuine interest in the man she likes. Angel Luis Guillen Torregrosa, psychologist, sexologist, couples therapist, and director of Psychopartner, points out that the looks that appear when someone is in love or has a high attraction are a clear expression of falling in love. They are long, prolonged glances that try to establish direct contact with the other person. When there is this interest in approaching, the gaze is made from a position facing the other. It has also been seen that, in the process of seduction or initial courtship, shorter and more fleeting glances may appear, but they are constant. Following the other person out of the corner of your eye, keeping an eye on him or her, is a sign of interest and a desire to establish contact. The woman who has feelings for you won't be able to help but look at you often. Their eyes will look for you in the group, follow you when you move, and look at every detail of your face and body. The constant gaze of the woman in love is an involuntary action that reveals her interest in you. Watch how he looks at you, and you will see how his eyes give you away. Did you know that when a person is interested in something or someone, their pupils dilate involuntarily? This phenomenon is due to the release of adrenaline, which increases blood flow and nervous system activity. If you notice that your crush's pupils dilate when she looks at you, it's a sign that she's interested in you. Before continuing with the next rule that is also of utmost importance that you know, I must talk to you about that look that leads to a smile. The woman in love will smile at you frequently and seek to maintain eye contact with you. Your smile will be genuine, and your eyes will reflect joy and warmth. The woman's gaze seeks to create a deep and intimate connection with the man she likes. Their eyes draw you in, hypnotize you, and make you feel like you're the only person in the world. The gaze of the woman who secretly loves you is an invitation to connect on a deeper level, to share emotions, and build a relationship based on trust and affection. Rule number 6, longing for validation. The woman who has feelings for you will seek your approval in her decisions, opinions, and reactions. They will consult you on various topics, from personal matters to gossip or trends, seeking your perspective and validation. The woman who seeks your approval is not only looking for your opinion, but also for the assurance that you understand and support her. The woman who secretly loves you will trust your judgment and judgment. They will ask for advice, consider you a source of wisdom, and value your opinion above that of other people. Stoicism reminds us of the importance of trust in relationships. The woman who trusts your judgment sees you as a valuable ally, someone she can lean on and share her thoughts and emotions with without reservation. The woman in love will seek your approval not only in her decisions, but also in her emotions. He will talk to you about his feelings, seeking your understanding and support. The secret behind sentimental validation is our stoic nature that teaches us to be compassionate and understanding of others' emotions. The woman seeking your emotional validation needs to feel that you listen, understand, and support her through her difficult times. Rule number 7, care and protection. The woman who secretly loves you will take care of you and protect you. They will provide you with emotional support, help you through your difficult times, and be there for you when you need them. This is already a very clear point that the good Stoic must follow, and that is that Stoicism invites us to care for and protect the people we love. The woman who cares for you and protects you demonstrates her genuine interest in your well-being and happiness. Each woman is a unique world, a treasure to be discovered. Life is about having experiences and learning from them, and love is a fundamental part of that experience. Dare to launch yourself and discover the beauty of love in all its forms. Rule number 8, pay attention to their positions. And finally, this rule is very important to take into account. He is aware of their postures and gestures. The woman who has feelings for you will have movements like tilt your head, nod, and nod. That is, these are involuntary movements that are interpreted as interest in the other person, approach, acceptance, etc. They are movements that make us feel that we are being understood and that there is affinity. In general, the head tends to tilt or turn slightly to the right side to show a slightly more tender part. In addition, when there is interest on the part of the woman, she shows the dolls, and a major sign that he's attracted to it is playing with his hair. The gesture of touching their hair also serves to channel nervousness, and if the signs I've already mentioned seem few to you, she is also aware of the gestures she makes with her lips. Biting your lip a little can indicate desire, as can sticking out your tongue slightly when the other is looking. And finally, the fact of having a posture facing the other person with a certain forward inclination is a sign of openness and interest. Exactly, if the woman is interested, she will put her foot forward towards her interlocutor. And if they are sitting, the woman usually crosses her leg as a gesture of, I'm interested, but be careful, I have my defenses. Remember, it's part of our Stoic nature to be aware of all these little signs. Judge them objectively and be patient. Women seduce in a much more complex way and richer in nuances than men, says Carlos Rodriguez, psychologist and graphologist, expert in nonverbal communication and director of the Institute of Psychographology and Expertise. For Rodriguez, in addition to culture and gender, age also influences the kinesics of love. Things have changed a lot in Spain. Before, nonverbal communication was much more active. Nowadays, perhaps this game of seduction is being lost a little. It is done in a much more direct way. Taboos have been broken and action is being taken, he says. In men, he continues, gestures are usually more limited, much more direct and sometimes more aggressive. So it's important to follow all the tips I've already mentioned, such as paying attention to your body language. Notice how he behaves when he's with you. If they smile at you, touch your arm, or look you in the eye, these are signs that they are comfortable and comfortable with you. Also, be a good observer. Notice the small details, such as facial expressions, tone of voice, and the way he treats you. It's important to be patient, that is, don't rush and let things flow naturally, and respect their feelings. If she's not ready to reveal what she's feeling, don't pressure her. By following these tips, you will be able to decipher the signs of a woman in love and build a healthy and lasting relationship. Remember that behind every word there is a feeling, and it is up to you not to harm it. Okay, that's all for today. You know what to do if you liked the video. and you know what to do to be aware of when I upload more tips like this. Now, this is not a goodbye, this is a see you later.